Hello everyone and welcome to the Tour of Trinidad 2021. This year we have some unique challenges in the sense that I was not even sure that the ride would have been able to take place this year. But due to these challenges, the ride has evolved. Seeing that I think this is about the 6th edition of the ride, and every year it has been slightly different. So just to summarize, it's going to be a 5-day affair this year, starting from the 3rd of August and finishing on the 7th of August. It will be every day will be an individual course with different limitations. Okay, so the purpose of today is for me to go through the different courses just to give you all an idea of what you can expect this year. Okay, so like every other year, this ride is going to be self-supported, but this year it's probably going to be a little more self-supported than usual, whereby each individual would be responsible for themselves, would be responsible to walk with their food, their hydration, their tools, to change a flat, and if in case of emergency, they would probably need to call a ride or someone to pick them up, to have these things at handy. We're gonna do it in terms of more like a ODAC style ride, meaning that it's going to be a long all day ride, and you leave home from one point and you reach home self-supported. So I would it's going to be a little more challenging this year, and I would like to embrace the little challenges that we may have, right? I would like to encourage persons to set their own challenge. So in other words, you can choose what you want to do. If you want to do 5 days, 50 miles, or whatever challenge you would like to challenge yourself, and you will feel that's the beauty about these rides. Whatever is your challenge and you accomplish it, at the end of the day you will feel very satisfied. Now I'm just going to go through some of the 5 courses and to show you all, just to give you an idea of what would happen on the different days. Now, day 1 is going to be the most difficult day, and as you can see, day 1 here is I'm going to start off at home. By 30 miles I'm looking to be past Couva, so I have to leave home every single day. We're looking to leave at 5 a.m. due to curfew hours, so I'm going to leave home at 5 a.m. on the dot. Me leaving at 5 a.m. I am hoping to be in Couva by 7:30, and so that means 30 miles in 2.5 hours might be challenging. 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7:30. Then I still would need to get to Port of Spain by 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock I'm hoping to be in Maracas. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in Arima, and then 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at home, and I still have to get home if you have to take into stops and things like that. So this first day ride is going to be very challenging to meet the time cutoff, which is 9 o'clock, which is the curfew hour. So I'm going to have to, what shall I say? I don't know, try to make up time as much as possible to get back for 9. It's going to be the first day, so I guess I'll be pushing myself to reach home by 8 o'clock. That would be my target. The elevation on the first day, well, I'm not sure how accurate this is, but according to Garmin, it's 16,000 feet of 16,000 feet of elevation. At 10 miles per hour, we're looking at 14.5 hours riding time, which would probably 14.5 hours, if we leave at 5 a.m., would take us to 7:30 p.m. But then you would still have to take into consideration stops. So say 2 hours stops, 8:30, 9:30, that will cross the cutoff time. So this would be one of the most difficult days and the most challenging days ahead of me. So on a day like this, I'm not sure. This is going to be the challenge. I have decided to use aluminum bike, which I have some pretty light gearing, and walk with basically what I need for the day, and hope to complete this journey within the cutoff time. Day 2 is going to be I'm heading to Princeton, San Fernando, Icacos, and then back through Erin and back to home. So this would be 114 miles at 10 miles an hour. You're looking at 11 and a half hours without stops. So this would be more than achievable. But I would also have to take into consideration the fatigue from the first day. And so I'm hoping for this day 2 to be a little more relaxing. So this is what to expect on day 2. Usually from Icacos back to Barpo through Erin, there's usually a headwind. So that would probably be the challenging part of this journey. Okay, and there would be some rolling hills on the way to Icacos, but I don't see day 2 being as difficult as day 1. In terms of the elevation, it's only 7,000 feet compared to the 16,000. Day 3, we're looking at 10,000 feet of elevation, which is a lot more. But it's still only 10 and a half hours we're looking at if you look at that average at 10 miles per hour. So this day 3 seems like a very doable day as well. We're looking to, from Barpo, Princeton, Rio Claro, looking to go through Beach, Plumitan, Grande, Toco, all the way to Matlat and back to Grand River, where we would look to overnight, have something to eat, and then get up the next morning for day 4. Day 4 would also be a relaxing, wouldn't be such a difficult day with 8,000 feet of elevation, 128 miles. We're looking at 13 hours after average speed of 10 miles. So we're looking to leave at 5 a.m., come all the way down to Guaya. So persons may decide if they don't want to do the Guaya stretch, they could leave out the Guaya stretch, and then yes, I will head back home. Now, what I would also like to point out on this day 3, for persons like, although it's a self-supported ride, when you reach Grand River here, you would have the option of, if you do not want to continue to Matlat and return back to Grand River, so you can even shorten this ride to under 100 miles. So day 3 could be under 100 miles if you want, and day 4 could be just 100 miles if you were to probably cut out this square option. But I would like to do it, that's my intention. And as I said, it's going to be a challenge, and it's going to be 5 challenging days, and I think I would like to be up for the challenge. I'm not sure how much trained up I am for this ride, but I am hoping that after day 1, day 2, my body would settle in and I would get comfortable on the ride. I would have to plan my gear and stuff like that, which is basically a bike, bottled water, hydration tablets, 2 peanut butter sandwiches, and maybe some snacks, and should be good with that. Day 5 is probably the second most challenging day. Now, it's 131 miles with only 5,000 feet of elevation. But the reason why this day is challenging is because, now yes, it's generally flat to Chaguaramas, Macri. But what usually happens is that you notice it takes 13 hours without stops. And what is going to happen? Yes, I would probably be tired, but I would still like to average at 12 miles per hour every single day for the bare minimum. What I want to say about this ride is that when you're leaving Chaguaramas all the way till Curep, there's going to be a headwind. So this is usually the challenging part of the ride. And so although it might seem as flat, there is a bit of challenge, and then we would probably have some hills to the end maybe, but I see day 5 as being doable as well. In terms of the 5 days, I only see day 1 as the day with question marks. So my aim is to probably see how quick I could probably complete day 1, get home, eat, rest, and get ready for Ikakos on day 2. So this is what my plans are like for the 5 days, and I would like to, I'm just throwing it out to you all. I know that there are some persons who would like to fall in on certain days, who would like to do their own rides, their own version. You all are welcome to do that. However, just please bear in mind that there is going to be cut-off times, and the persons who are doing the activities on the day will want to make the cut-off time, because other than that they will have to ask someone to pick them up. Now, if it is you choose a friend to do half the route, all well and good. All right, I applaud you all, and let's hope we can cover a lot of miles in this 5-day period. The aim of this objective basically is to cover at least 600 miles in 5 days time, with lots of elevation, beautiful scenery, and to achieve what I set out to achieve. This is my challenge. It's difficult in its own way, and I'm not racing or anything, but this is the challenge to accomplish this. So I hope you all take this challenge in good stride, and thanks to everyone who will be supporting me along the way, and all the kind words and everything like that. Really appreciative, because sometimes when I am in Arima and the sun is very hot and you're struggling, it could get very difficult. So thank you, and I'm open to questions. If anybody have any questions or anything would like to clarify, you could always send me a message, and I know you all have the links to the routes, but I will still send it to you all again. Alright, so thank you very much, and I hope this clears up a lot of questions that anyone may have. Thank you very much.